Imagine sitting in the cold, sterile waiting room of someone else's life, clutching a ticket number that never gets called. You watch them welcome others inside with open arms, new friends, romantic interests, exciting plans, while you remain stuck in the shadows, always available but never chosen. This is the silent, agonizing reality of being a backup plan. It is not just loneliness. It is a slow erosion of your soul. You numb the sting with excuses, telling yourself they are just busy, but deep down, the brutal truth gnaws at you. No one is too busy for what they truly value. Todayisagift welcomes you. Today, we are here to shatter the illusion. The ambiguity you feel is actually a clear message, and the only way to escape this cycle of neglect is to stop romanticizing their indifference. We will reveal the 7 undeniable signs that you are merely a placeholder in their story, so you can finally find the courage to walk out of that waiting room forever. If you are ready to reclaim your dignity, please subscribe to our channel to support this journey of healing. Before we begin, be honest with yourself and answer A or B in the comments. Why do you think you stay in this friendship? A, I believe they will eventually change and prioritize me. B, I am terrified of being alone if I leave. Let us now descend into the quiet, often overlooked details of your relationship to uncover the 7 psychological indicators that confirm you are merely a placeholder in someone else's life. We must begin with the most suffocating dynamic, the one-sided initiation. In this relationship, you are the sole engine keeping the machinery running. You send the first text, you make the first call, and you suggest the plans. It is a labor of love that feels increasingly heavy. Ask yourself this haunting question. If you stopped reaching out today, would the silence between you stretch into eternity? If the connection survives only when you fuel it, you do not have a friend. You have a task. To them, your presence is entirely optional, something they accept if it is brought to their doorstep, but never something they actively seek out. The second sign is deceptive because it mimics love. The conditional zeal. You might notice that they become incredibly warm, charming, and responsive, but only under specific conditions. They light up when they need a loan, a favor, a ride, or a listening ear for their latest crisis. For a moment, you feel seen and needed. But this is the behavior of a user. When their need is met, that warmth evaporates instantly, leaving you back in the cold. This is not a bond of affection, it is a transaction disguised as connection. Third is the last-minute call. Do they only invite you out at the 11th hour? While spontaneity can be delightful, a consistent pattern of late invitations usually carries a darker meaning. Their plan A, the person they really wanted to see, has canceled. You are the filler, the person they call to ensure they are not alone on a Friday night, not the person they chose to be with from the start. You are the emotional spare tire, kept in the trunk until there is a flat. Fourth, observe the favor attitude. When they finally reply to your text or agree to see you, there is a subtle air of arrogance, as if they are doing you a great kindness by sparing their precious time. They make you feel indebted for their basic presence. A true friendship is a meeting of equals. If you feel like you have to beg for their attention or express excessive gratitude just for them showing up, you are being devalued. The fifth sign is the post-scene vanishing. Watch closely what happens immediately after their crisis is solved, or they get what they wanted from you. Do they ask how you are? Do they linger to connect? Or do they disappear back into the fog? In the movie of their life, you are an extra who is dismissed the moment your scene is over. Sixth is the earless listener. A backup plan does not have the right to have problems. When you try to share your struggles or your bad day, they offer empty platitudes, check their phone, or swiftly steer the conversation back to themselves. They keep you around to serve their emotional needs, not to support yours. Finally, the seventh sign is the easy cancellation. This is the most painful proof. If something better comes along, a more popular friend, a romantic interest, or a more exciting event, they drop you without hesitation. You are a placeholder, merely holding their spot in the social world until an upgrade arrives. If you continue to occupy this backup space, you are complicit in your own heartbreak. You are teaching the world that your time is cheap and your heart has no boundaries. You are pouring your precious energy into a black hole that will never be filled. But the moment you decide to leave the waiting room, a profound shift occurs. It is not a loss, it is a liberation. You are clearing the clutter from your life to create space for people who choose you simply because you are you. The profound lesson here is that you teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate. If you act like an option, you will remain an option. Apply this immediately by testing the strength of your bond. The next time they reach out with a sudden request or a last-minute invite born of boredom, simply say no without offering a long explanation. Their reaction, whether it is anger or silence, will be the closure you need. If this video helped you reclaim your worth, please subscribe to Today is a Gift. You are a priority. Do not let anyone treat you like an alternative. Until next time.